Hi, this is Linda. I have a new recipe. Actually, it's just, it's a recipe that's been going around for years. You know, the 2-ingredient dough. In the past when I tried to make it, it was so sticky, it was so hard to work with. I haven't tried it again. And then a few weeks ago, I made some little scones, kind of like little bombs, and I kind of tweaked the recipe a little bit with a little bit less of the Greek yogurt. And it was so much easier to work with that I've decided to go ahead and try to make the 2-ingredient pizza. And so I have all my ingredients here that I plan to use. They're going to be individual pizzas. There's going to be 2 of them. And so my husband and I will split them. Each one of them is only going to be a 9-inch, which I'll show you in a minute. But here are all the ingredients that I'm going to be using. I will get it all together and then I will explain it to you what I put together. You can see use whatever vegetables, whatever you like. These are things that I have that I like. And I'm going to do one in the turkey pepperoni. I'm going to do another one in the Canadian bacon. It's only 1 point for each. And I also have the light cheeses that are really good and some Italian spices. I'm going to go ahead and cheat a little bit and use the ragu pizza sauce. It's only 1 point. I have a 0-point recipe for it, but I didn't have time to make it and I didn't want to bore you with that. So I'm going to keep it simple. Each pizza is only 8 points for the whole 9-inch. So I'm going to make 2 different kinds. My husband and I are going to split them and each have a half of each one pepperoni, the other one pineapple Canadian bacon. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started on this and we'll come back and put this all together. So here we go. Okay, I'm going to get started on the dough. I'm going to do 1 cup of the self-rising flour. You have to make sure it's self-rising. If not, if you use the regular flour, then you need to add a teaspoon of baking powder and then some salt in order for it to make it rise. It's just so much easier to buy the self-rising. So this looks about 1 cup. I'm going to put it in my food processor. I have a little dough thing on there. And then I'm going to use a little bit less of the Greek yogurt. And so I'm going to stir this around just a little because it's already been opened. It's a little watery, which is really good. So I'm going to put 3/4 of a cup of Greek yogurt in here. Hopefully it won't be as sticky. If it is, I may add an egg because it seemed like that was what really helpful last time too. But we'll see. I should be getting a little bit smaller. Okay, I'm going to whip this all up and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, I've had this in my food processor and it's, doing okay, but it is kind of sticky. And so I know it's supposed to be that way anyway, but I'm going to go ahead and add an egg. We'll see how this turns out. If it doesn't turn out, then I'll let you know at the end of the video not to do that the next time. But I did it on the last recipe and it tasted so good. Also, I added a teaspoon of oregano and I added a teaspoon of this. It's got all these different spices. I like these little things. I'm not even sure where I picked it up at. A lot of stores carry them. But this one is the garlic and Italian herbs, and it's got all kinds. I could read it to you, but it's small print, but it's really good. I put a teaspoon of that. It's got garlic, it's got thyme, it's got all kind of stuff in it. Anyway, I put that in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and put an egg in here, and we'll see if it helps with it a little bit more. And then, okay, I've got my fingers all full of flour and stuff. It is pretty sticky no matter which way you do it. Adding the egg made it a little more loose, so then I had to add a little more flour. I wasn't sure if it was going to go for 2 of these pizza pans anyway, so I didn't mind making a little more. I'll just have to calculate the points if I end up using all of it. So here's my dough, and so I've been kneading it. Just knead it around really good. A little bit of flour on your fingers so it doesn't stick. And then now I'm going to try to press it out. I'm going to divide it into 2 balls, actually a little bit smaller balls since I added extra flour. I have these 9-inch pans that I got from Amazon. They're just perfect. And I like to line them. I have these they're like little rice papers, not rice, made out of parchment. I think they're for like rice steamers or something, but they're perfect for putting on something like this. And then you can the cleanup is a lot easier, it says. So I'm going to go ahead and flatten these out and put them on here, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I was going to let you see what I'm doing. I have one of these little pizza rollers, and I'm just rolling this out real thin. And then the trick is going to be trying to get it onto the pan. Maybe I should have just done it in the pan, but I'm just trying to make it real thin. So to avoid a disaster on screen, I'm going to go ahead and do it, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I got it all nice and rolled out real thin, and then I folded it over and went to transfer it, and it was transferring okay, and then when I went to unfold it, of course it stuck together. Then I came up with this brilliant idea just to take my little parchment paper ring here, and I'm putting it down, so I'm going to show you an easier way I did it. Let me move this stuff here all the way, and because it's going to go right onto this pan. Anyway, so here's the one I got done. So I have more than enough dough because I put extra flour, you know, in there. I'll use that for breadsticks or something. So I'm going to put a little more flour on this. I'm going to move this around so I can see where this is at on my little silicone wrap thing here. Stick it here in the middle. I'm going to take my pizza roller, and I'm just going to start rolling it around and spreading it out real thin. Lightly spray it with a little bit of olive oil. This is just a little spritzer olive oil bottle that you buy. Spray the tops just a little bit. I'm going to stick it in the oven at, well, I'm going to use my air fryer oven because I love my air fryer oven, as you know. And anyway, you can use a regular oven at 425 or the power air fryer oven, or the one I have, the Instant Pot air fryer oven. Put it to 400. I'm going to put it in for a couple minutes just to brown this a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to add the toppings. Okay, I've been chopping up all of my toppings while I had these in my air fryer, just trying to brown them a little bit and to crisp them up. This one started to get a little bit higher, so I took it out. This one here just cooked just a tiny bit. You really don't have to, but somebody wrote that it's a good idea, so I thought I'll try it. So just going to show you one little thing that I love gadgets, and I share that many times, and a lot of you say you like the gadgets that I show. I hate chopping up stuff, so you've probably used one of these before, but this is my favorite thing. So I could just chop up, like here right now, I'm just chopping up some tomatoes just to put on top, and I think that's probably about enough. Doing like a half of a tomato. Now let me put it in here. I've already chopped up all these other stuff. A lot of it, some of it I chopped up with the knife, and the other I put in here. This, see how nice it does? I stuff these. This is like a half of a nice sized tomato, all diced up. And I'm going to put this right back on here, and I'm going to dice up the onion. And then we're going to get, one trick to it though is you don't want to put a big old piece like this in because it'll get stuck. So you want to kind of cut it in half a little bit, and then when you put it on, make sure it fits. If it doesn't, trim off a little bit, which is what I'm doing right now. And then you're going to give it a good hit, at least this part. Okay, so now I've got my onions all chopped up. Okay. Here's my onions, and I did a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to start putting this all together. Okay, I'm going to take the pizza pans, these little 9-inch, they have like little holes in them, they're really cool. And I'm going to take ragu. If you scan them all, this one, from what I can tell, is the lowest points. It's only 1 point for 1/4 of a cup. And so I have my little 1/4 of a cup here. And I'm going to put, I was thinking of putting 1/4 cup on each one. And but if it's too much, I'll just do it, split it, and it'll lower the points for other stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So you're only going to want to put like 2 tablespoons instead of 4. 4 tablespoons are in 1/4 of a cup. So 2 tablespoons is really good. And I'm going to put 2 tablespoons on this one, just to give it some tomato base here. And let's get this going. You could put more if you want to count the extra points, like I said. I'm going to spread this all around with the back of my spoon. Just getting the bottom of it coated with some of the pizza sauce. Now this was I have a recipe for 0 point pizza sauce that I make, or you gotta cook it in a pot and it takes time. Oh, my dogs, I'm so sorry. Anyway, it would have taken too much time, so I got this one here. So now all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this and layer it all, and then I'll be right back and show you. Okay, I got everything on here. This is the pepperoni with a lot of vegetables. You can have 10. I put 10 of the turkey pepperoni. These are the Hormel ones. 10 of them is only 1 point. So it's got a lot of pepperoni on it. This one is Canadian bacon. And you can do 5 of these Canadian bacons for 1 point. Actually, I couldn't even do it all, so I had to eat a couple pieces because it was so full of Canadian bacon. Then I put pineapple, and then I put a few other things like peppers, bell peppers, and some onion and some tomatoes, just lightly on this one. This one I've got mushrooms, bell peppers, red and green ones, 2 kinds of onions, and tomato. And one thing I forgot that I wanted to add was I'm going to put some pepperoncinis on it, and I have these little slivered up ones that are just perfect for putting on top of pizza and stuff. So I'm going to sprinkle these on. I'm going to stick these in the oven for, if you're in a regular oven, around 15 to 18 minutes. And since it's since it's the air fryer oven, they do cook quicker. So I'll let you know how long it took in the air fryer oven once it's done. So here we go. I'm getting so hungry. Okay, they're done. They look really good. The only thing with the air fryer oven, it cooks fast. So these were done in less than 10 minutes. But I need to rotate them a little better because this one here was getting done quicker than I finally rotated it. But I actually think next time I'm just going to cook them in my regular oven. We'll see. Because this one here I think got really cooked. But it looks really, really good. And this, of course, is the one I call the works. Has the pepperoni and everything on it. And this one here is the Canadian bacon with some other toppings on it. And so I'm going to pull these over. My husband's taking our dogs for a walk, so I try to hurry up and do this before they get back and interrupt me. So I'm going to pull this off of here and slide it off. Slid off real easy. And then I'm going to cut it. It's funny because we bought a big shed from Wayfair a few months ago, and they sent me this little gift for thank you for ordering from us. And I thought, I put it in the drawer. I'm like, oh, when are we going to use this? We never order pizza anymore. So anyway, I finally get to use it. I'm going to go ahead and slice these up, and then I'll be right back. Okay, they're all done, and I've dished them up. Each one, they're kind of a little messed up here, but you can see this is the pepperoni. So this is the pepperoni, and this is the Canadian bacon. Same here, I've split them up between the two. So we each get like one whole 9-inch pie. And it's only 8 points, maybe 9 at the most, because I had to add a little extra flour, but still. I looked it up in the WW app, and a regular restaurant pizza, the pepperoni is like 11, Canadian bacon's like 10 for one slice. Here you're getting all of this for less than that. And so, I took a little sample, it tastes really good. I learned a few things doing this the first time. One of them is I'm going to pre-cook the dough just a little bit more before I add this toppings on it, because it was a little doughy on the bottom and I had to stick them back in, and then it was fine. So live and learn. I'll pass that on to you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you enjoy my videos, and I'm so looking forward to having some pizza, because I just will not spend points for 2 days to have pizza unless I really want to, and I have done that since I've been on WW. But this is nice because it's a guilt-free dinner, and I'm going to enjoy it. Hope you have a wonderful evening. God bless you. See you on my next video, and if you like my videos, please share them with someone else. I'm just here to encourage everybody. Bye-bye.